Итак, всем привет! Снова с вами ваша мать драконов, и это вторая часть легендарной трилогии по Mass Effect. Мы с вами прошли успешно первую часть, видео вы уже на канале видели, и даже есть специальный плейлист с этой первой частью, который вы можете посмотреть также на канале. А мы сейчас продолжаем играть в наш Mass Effect, но уже во вторую часть. Давайте перенесем нашего персонажа из первого Mass Effect, ну и посмотрим, как она будет выглядеть. Так, ого, 53 уровень. Подождите, а в этом первой части было 20 какую-то там. Фига себе. Вот это я могу, вот это я умею, могу. Ага. Давайте начнем. Так, сложность боя. Давайте обычно автораспределение. Давайте мы выключим. Субтитры включим. Так, пусть только. Угу. Сохранение. Ну, здесь вот так вот мы сделаем. Так. Ранг 53, но это этот уровень. Специализация адепт, герой. Рекс у нас выжил, а Ленка, к сожалению, погиб. Мы оставили Кайдена на Вермайере. Совет мы спасли, и Андерсон у нас в совете. Ну, собственно, в последней серии вы это видели. Давайте продолжим. Я надеюсь, они вклинились сюда DLC, вернее, по комиксу. Сейчас посмотрим.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commended.
Still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
Мне кажется, Миранда какая-то тут упоротая. Вот до этого сейчас была.
But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might not follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
После опустошительной атаки гетов на Цитадель прошел месяц. Галактическое сообщество стремительно восстанавливается. Альянс пожертвовал своим флотом ради спасения Совета и получил место в этой престижной организации. Совет вынужден был отреагировать на подтверждение того, что жнецы — гигантские машины, уничтожающие все органические цивилизации. Короче, я не успела это все прочитать, вы все это сами прочтете. Когда ты старался, но у тебя не получилось.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Вот сейчас им тут пиздец прилетит. -1. -2. Ага, сейчас кто-то тебе потушит огонь. Тут люди дохнут на мостике. Кораблю пизда. О, Эшли бежит. Лол.
Shepard! Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either. Get to the damn shuttles! I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here. Commander. Get the hell out of here!
В этот раз я, наверное, буду плохишом.
Everybody in. Go, go,
Ну,
go!
посмотрим. Блять. Просто все дают по съебарям. Вот кто как может. Такой корабль просрать просто. Господи. Так, вот здесь надо активничать. Так, ну мы еще помним, как тут открывать все. Не зря же всю первую часть проходили. Просто смотрите на этот пиздец. Тут когда-то была карта галактики, теперь ее нет. Просто. Как красиво летят куски. Как красиво летят креслица. Все так красиво летит. Ты парель кинетически включил. Да тут все по пизде пошло, алло.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
Ты чё, ебанутый, что ли? Не глупи, блядь.
Normandy's dead, just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to. Oh no.
Конечно, блядь. Сейчас он развернется и как даст пизды, блядь. Выбирайся оттуда. Все, це пиздец, блядь. Це пизда. Выбирайтесь оттуда, ебить вашу мать просто. Заталкивай его туда, блядь. Пока. До свидули. Да уж. Просто вообще корабль. Такой корабль, блядь. Упс. Что-то там утекает. О! Ну, тут уже без вариков. Сколько там, по-моему, без воздуха человек может продержаться? Максимум 8 минут. По-моему, рекорд будет 12 у кого-то. Ну, по-моему, 12 минут он может... А, нет, 8 минут, а потом уже все. Начинается необратимые процессы. Я не медик, Хотя работа медицинской организации, но тем не менее, да, как бы такое. Да. Помянем. Пацан к успеху шел. Конечно. Комикс надо посмотреть. Надо? Конечно, надо.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. We've done anything now. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make. The paths you choose. Turn the routine into anything but.
Ну, кстати, вот хорошо, что они вот эту фигню сделали. Ну, вернее, этот комикс.
We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. Whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Katie. Good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams, a soldier to the core, tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. I hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him right away. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel.
Мудина.
With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named SAREN. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony of Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to SAREN. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof.
Ну да, там Сарен такой. Ой, это не я.
Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of SAREN and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest and nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on SAREN. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she procured some information on SAREN. Evidence that proved SAREN was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that SAREN was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact SAREN's
Такие
flagship.
глаза там.
But it went much further. SAREN was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace of their ever been. That explained why SAREN was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed SAREN had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down SAREN. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Venezia, SAREN's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species, Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected. Not at all unpleasant.
Ну, конечно, каждый раз там это... Давайте обнимем вечность.
I decided discretion was the better part of valor and kept my focus on our goal, finding SAREN. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Venezia. SAREN had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Venezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the queen. The queen's drones were everywhere. They were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Venezia. By the time we arrived, SAREN was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Venezia, but SAREN had indoctrinated her. He'd somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Venezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry...
Да, это был тяжелый момент.
She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With SAREN's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer. But we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. SAREN was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan SAREN was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed SAREN's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
Такой Рекс тут, блядь, как этот гомункул какой-то.
Tried to convince him to help me destroy it. These Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't
Господи,
back down.
как его страшно тут нарисовали вообще.
He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that SAREN was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close SAREN was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, SAREN's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why SAREN would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, SAREN showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time.
Ну и выяснили, что он поехавший чуть-чуть.
Talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't SAREN who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And SAREN was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but it wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Ash. That was the last time SAREN would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased SAREN and his army to Ilos. a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts.
Мне интересно, зачем у нее фото Кайдена?
Had hardened my resolve, but revealed a weakness in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He'd caught the council fleets by
Ну, как раз, вот видите, выбрала же Гарус и Лиару.
flagship. There was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. The costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first council was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, career soldier. Tough but fair. But a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
После которого она сдохла.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Ух ты! Вы ж посмотрите, какая она тут шикарная просто. Господи, обожаю. Просто, смотрите, какая она шикарная просто. Ну вот это вот что. О. Только вот шрамики не остались. Зато тут как обычно. Вот эта бровь как Кавказ, а это как алмаз. Все нормально. Блин. Ну шрамики же подлатали. Тут чё? Конечно. В общем, Шепард восстановили по проекту Лазарь. Лазарь назвали этот проект не случайно. Сейчас объясню. Лазарь из Вифании. Лазарь четверодневный. Согласно Евангелию от Иоанна, житель Вифании, брат Марфы и Марии, которого Иисус Христос воскресил через 4 дня после смерти. Так, давайте утвердим перенесенное нами лицо. Адептом мы были. Мне хочется отойти от адепта и быть штурмовиком, потому что здесь как бы я смотрела, чем примечательный вот этот штурмовик. Любимый прием — вот сблизиться с противником, уничтожить его при помощи оружия без ближнего боя и биотических умений. Там ударной волной он так все сносит, что аж вообще диву даешься. Вот. И когда ты ударной волной это все сбиваешь, короче, те щиты сразу автоматически восстанавливаются, что прям хорошо тебе дает преимущество. Предпочитаемое оружие — дробовик, крупнокалиберный пистолет, пистолет-пулемет. Какой нахер дробовик? Вот я стреляла автоматами, так и буду стрелять, ничего не знаю. Вот. Движение. Тут половина от адептов, половина от обычных солдат. Вот. Как-то так. Давайте выберем штурмовика. Принять. Подожди. А можно же как-то... Подожди, назад. Назад. Измените вне... Господи, что это за лицо алкаша? Блин, а что, нельзя ее перекрасить как-то? Нет? Там прическу поменять, я не знаю. Что, это нельзя сделать? Печально. Ладно, давайте с этим так и будем плавать. Принять, подтвердить.
Reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Если что, там в проге специальную внешность попробую поменять. Может, что-то удастся. Посмотрим.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
No.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range.
Все, тихо, тихо, успокаивайся, успокаивайся. Все, баньки. Ержан, вставай. Ержан, вставай. Ержан, вставай. Блять, она шикарна просто.
This
Да
pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
О, вот тут поудобнее уже управление, серьезно. Оба. Блять. Так, а здесь... Угу. А вот заряд. Давайте вот рейдим поставим по... Го. Бежим! Я думаю, рано еще волну использовать-то. Да ёб твою. Так, щиты восстановлены. А тут что? Ага. Упс. Против такой махины вы стараетесь, блядь, пистолетиками отбиться. Ну вы чё, нормальные, нет? Блядь, ну это идиотизмом надо страдать. Так, где... А, вот. Слушайте. Нате, блядь. Просто. Упс. Мы пробежали. Нет, я тебя не слышу, иди нахуй. Не поняла. Вы что-то хотели? Так. Ого. А раньше такого не было. Отлично. Да. А раньше такого не было. О, денежки. О. Офигеть. 4 миллиарда кредитов. Да он их рисует, блядь. На станке штампует. Все просто. Откуда он деньги такие берет? На станке штампует. Здравствуйте, Аркадий, блядь. Так, сейчас мы посмотрим. Так. Наверное, давайте заряд прокачаем. Ударная волна. Вот, все. Короче, я ударную волну прокачала, мне надо было... насрать. Так. Ну, это не показывает, да? Сколько денежек? Вот. 139 тысяч. Офигеть. При всем при том, что я в первой части вошла миллиард. Миллион. Нет! Нет! До свидания! Ага, хотел закадрить, что ли, Миранду? Какой наивный. Ой. О! А ты думал, что тут так просто, что ли, будет? Ты кто? Ты кто?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Oops.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Так.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around and I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time.
Да, там мясо
Welcome
было.
back to your life.
I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Ну, вообще-то я тоже биотик. Сейчас я тебе покажу, как я умею. Так.
Can't get a lock. Can't target them. Can't reach the target.
А подожди. А почему я не могу?
Just give the order and I'll hit them with a biotic power.
Can't target them.
А почему я не могу? Подожди, я что-то не так делаю?
They're falling back.
Блять.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the Alliance figured it out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them
Конечно.
down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Конечно, выберись. Чушь. Ну, давайте вот это
They
узнаем.
said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Капец. Лазарь?
Can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. Best technology money could buy.
Ну, и что за технологии-то?
Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Круто. Давайте выбираться
Which way are
отсюда.
those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Ну,
Wilson, this is Jacob. Here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell?
конечно, живая. Вы ее блицами воскресили. Здравствуйте, алло.
Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Let's get out of here.
You bet. We can get into the service tunnels through this door.
Так, идемте. Сейчас я патроны пособираю. Ой.
The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive
Он клеился к ней, ты посмотри, короче. Он клеился к Миранде. Уже не берет? Давайте перезарядим на всякий случай, возьмем. А, не хочет. Ладно. Допустим. Блять, как эту хуйню использовать? Я не знаю. Может, кто-нибудь мне объяснит, как эту херню использовать? Я хочу попробовать ударную волну, но мне кажется, я что-то делаю не так. Подожди, а я не читаю. Бежим, блять.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. We'll talk about this after we fix my leg.
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Так. О, единство. Ой. А нафиг мне... Подожди. А можно мне...
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canister and clear a path to the shuttles.
Proximity warning.
These mechs don't know when to quit.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, you'll trust me.
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Звучит знакомо.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating SAREN. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
You must have some reason for bringing me back. Tell me what's going on.
All gotta come from the boss, Shepard. As soon as we're safe. We're almost at the shuttle.
Ну вот, видите, не зря мы прошли миссии по Церберу в первой части. Нам это неплохо таки помогло в миссиях наших. Так. Сейчас я посмотрю, что тут. Мне интересно, почему... Блин, а как эту херню убрать? Что происходит? Блин, короче, дорогие друзья, у меня тут почему-то все накрылось медным тазом. Резко, блин, просто все вырубилось. Пришлось перезапускать. Поэтому, блин, идем еще раз.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mech.
Кто охренел? Кто охренел?
Find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. They found me.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of good.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
Давайте это все пропустим.
Grab the metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Listening. We can overload the canister. The shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
We won't make you want to piss off the Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by servers. You're fine. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. All gotta come from the boss, Shepard. The safe is safe.
Надеюсь, опять не заруинится все. О, не заруинилось, отлично. Вот это я дала вообще жару просто. Вы видели это? Просто. Сейчас я... Ой, я сейчас на ту толпу, короче, пойду. Сейчас я на ту толпу пойду просто. Идем! Просто как этот... Как пушечка. Ого. Капец. О, обожаю эту фигню. Так. Не знаю, я всегда все быстро вскрывал. Зато получили 2400 кредитов. Так. А, мы наверх поднялись или мы... А, да, вот. Сюда нам надо.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
We should have taken him alive, see what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
You say so? What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I've known your
conscience would get the better of you.
Кстати, вот здесь она как-то по-другому проработана.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Так.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Прикольно.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Так, ну и где ты была?
You show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2 in your case. Come on.
Блин, у него брови и то идеальнее, чем у меня. Несправедливо.
Before you meet with the elusive man, you need to ask a few questions to evaluate the information.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. It has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a space engineer, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of the team. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember it. Everyone screaming. Gunfire, blood everywhere. I was the only one who stayed focused on survival.
I read the report. 50 Marines died in a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied and
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed SAREN's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Ну, это был непростой выбор.
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped SAREN. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. Murder was in vain, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts the field test as evidence enough.
Челнок такой. Мелкий. Так, теперь давайте с призраком. Угу, давайте с призраком поговорим. Так, тут больше ничего нет, да? Так. Ну-ка.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man.
Господи, сколько он скуривает сигареты всю жизнь просто.
Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Неплохо, заебись.
Upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as САРЕН and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Ну и с чего начнем?
You're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Ничего, вы ожидаете?
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Такой босс, блядь. О! Нам повысили этот. Давайте вот это, наверное. Так. Наверное, на этом мы закончим. Уже в следующей серии мы полетим на путь свободы и будем узнавать, что там. Пока что на этом мы завершим первую серию по второй части Mass Effect. С вами была ваша мать драконов, воскрешенная мать драконов. Вот. Всем хорошего вечера и всем пока.